Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Beckham standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
And now they can spring out of defence. Keeper's ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's gone loose. Nicked it back promptly. And the counter is on. Now it's Beckham. Beckham.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. This might... Now the finish! They've scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Malaysia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Martinez punts it upfield. Pirlo. Now it's Bale. Eto'o. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Eto'o. Malaysia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and of...
Figo! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gerrard. Well, that has not gone well. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pizarro. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Has a look and plays it forward.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fiddles it through. He's played him through. Adams clears it away. Gerrard. He's in space and looking for options. Terrific header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And it's Figo. Albert Ferrer gets into some... And a header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Beckham. That's really well manoeuvred. Figo. And it's Guti. Roberto Carlos. And he was alert to it. Nicely weighted ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maldini. Guti. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's come loose. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice interception, well timed. And he was quick to react. Bergkamp, and here's Stoichkov. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Malaysia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Figo. Albert Ferrer. Oh, good spread. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Bergkamp. Schmeichel claims it. Now it's Eto'o.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each.
Report to the staff room immediately.
Malaysia get the second half going. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Beckham. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, and he's through the middle. Pizarro. He's found a way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Malaysia have got it back and they'll have another go. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, great play. And Beckham! And it's lofted through here. He's got space. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. And he's done it.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Bergkamp! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Bergkamp really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bale. Look at the space here. Header! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Now that looks a decent ball. He could be in here. And through to the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Hullet, Beckham, cross to the back post. Szoboszlai. Just too much on that. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Torres. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Szoboszlai. And it's Gerrard. Here's Chouameni. And here's Torres. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, good-looking ball. He can run onto that. Oh, great play! Bale! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham with the short one. Gets his head to it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's Luis Suarez! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And he was quick to react. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Bale. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Nedved really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Beckham. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Liverpool looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pirlo. And it's Beckham. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Szoboszlai. Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a really well-measured ball. Colwell spots it and intercepts. That looks a good ball. Can he put it away? It's in! First blood drawn.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Can he latch on to this? And the finish! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Gerrard, David Villa, and a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Up for a header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Bale.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bale. Gullit! Gullit! Colwill. Nedved. Always onto this. David Villa. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. Here we go again. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Looking tidy in possession here. Pirlo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got full. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved. And here's Gerrard. And he's gone backward here. Oh, what? There's the shot! Really well taken goal. They're back within reach.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Szoboszlai. Good ball over the top. Torres finds himself offside. He could be in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Szoboszlai. Nedved. Real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Gullit does really well there. He is strong. He's got away. Now it's Lewis. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was...
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! An act of charity gratefully received. So now the difference is 3. Tchouaméni. Now it's Torres. to Gerrard. Passing nice and neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sends it crossfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Lahm. That is good alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Szoboszlai. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Szoboszlai showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that should get the job done. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, this is a great position. It's Pirlo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Collier. Now it's Bale. Collar. Nicked it back promptly. He's looking to set free a runner. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required...
He's got full! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Bergomi gets across to intercept that. Oh, perfectly measured that. A lot of space ahead of him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this could be all about the power of Yaya Toure. When he switches to a higher gear.
Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham with the short one. Header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Bale must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Maldini. That's really well manoeuvred. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Played into space out wide. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think
He's had a shot! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
that's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
So Beckham!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, that was never going to make it. Played back in. Oh, this is a great position. He's had a hit! They are rampant! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That looks like a preconceived plan.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Bale's cross. Oh, important interception. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Bale. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
OK, interesting. Played into space out wide. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Gets his pass away. And that is a little undercooked. Chips it through. Costa Curta. Great, it's Luis Suarez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
That is good alertness. Quarter of an hour played. Throw in. Bale is herring after that one. Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Still goalless.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Yamal has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And here's Bale.
That's good play from him. That's good defensive concentration.
He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And it's Messi. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Costa Curta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's away!
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Rodri picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Keeper sees it all the way. Yamal. And he's picked out the run. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Here's Rodri. Pass is just off target. Beckham looking to get on the end of this. Bale. Rodri. Bale in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's going to go a long way. Bale really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Can he latch on to this? He has found a way through. That critic, he's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land.
There will be
Yamal.
one added time.
And here's Messi. He's found a way through. Bale. Oh, easy pickings there. And the first 45 minutes are up. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Messi. Oh, great ball! Oh, that's a nice ball. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Batistuta. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Great ball if he can get there. And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rodri. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bale. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Batistuta. Oh, good-looking ball. Real chance here. He's onside. That's good play. Bale stood his ground strongly. Turns and goes back. He's had a hit! Oh, that's an inviting ball. Mosquera cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Batistuta. Great chance! Bale. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bale. He's got to be in here! Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's been cut out, well played. That looks a good ball. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 21, Pirlo. Coming on the field, number 10. Gullit.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
24, Ronaldinho.
David Villa.
Substitutions taking place.
Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Rice. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
David. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. Manchester United given another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. David Villa. To Kettle. Chance! Oh, taken with style. And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
substitution on the field, number 13.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Played into space out wide. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Nice control.
3 minutes added time.
Done delicately. The message is clear. None shall pass. Into stoppage time. Whistle due any moment. Ljungberg. So much. He's got the shot away! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt, it
to
is the
today's
week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this glorious... Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit
He's got the shot away! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Can he finish? Superb goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Footballing with usually identify...
And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Oh, he's found some space here. Shevchenko is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Cruyff. First quarter of an hour gone.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Climbs up big! And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Bale. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Encouraged, and Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! No, not the best of headers. Seedorf picks it up from the goal kick. Rummenigge. Searching ball that into space. Well read, nice interception. Rummenigge. Beckham with the cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner. That has been knocked clear. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Beckham goes short. Decent hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Lahm. Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank. Corner number 3 coming up. He's going for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
He's looking for the runner here. Gently done. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It'll be a throw-in. Beckham, and he's whipped it across. Rijkaard clears it away. Alexander-Arnold is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Roberto Carlos, who's set up one goal so far. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Just eases him off the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Shot at goal! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And that's an errant pass. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
Manchester United get the ball rolling for the second period. Now it's Gullit. Saliba cuts out the pass. Pirlo. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Lahm. Great, and the shot! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the flag has stayed down. And it's Bale. Rummenigge. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
Messi is on his own. Great chance! Looking here to chip it through. Looking for options for movement. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pirlo. And it's Seedorf. Cruyff, deftly done. Oh, delightful ball. He's free, he has got space. Pirlo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rummenigge. Hullet. There's the hit! Yes! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now the difference is 3. Chips it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Seedorf. Can he finish? And for sure, that was not one of his best.